Hey everyone, Colmore and Philippa here with more Disco Elysium streams.
Good evening.
Last time... That's right, we just got up to
scream into the...
We finally managed to scream. It was our last shot too.
Yeah. Unless
To
we
make
wanted
this
to take drugs.
Simple check. Now, I think I did everything but talk to this person.
Yes.
So let's...
And I think this is the game master who's like...
I think so. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
By knocking on my window, I must have missed you. I've been listening to my millions.
She taps on her headphones. Also, how the fuck would I be able to get to your window?
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Inland Empire, medium success. Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. Oh, Inland Empire, you're so full of shit. Visual calculus, easy success. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching. Cool. Hold on. What do you mean by malaise? You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window. Why are you asking me about dice? Move on, or never mind, I'll be back later. So...
Yeah, I want to know what a Malicious is.
It's like a calling station. We need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so observed. I must have missed you knocking.
You mustn't be confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window. I guess
We
I
don't
mentioned that.
knock on no windows.
Get inside. By the south entrance. You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a naughty dice maker.
Huh.
Give me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
That's actually pretty cool.
Physical instrument, medium success. As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Encyclopedia, easy success. Role-playing games. You know the ones made by Fortress Accident? Does that count? Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask a few questions. I mean, I'll do this one, probably.
Yeah, fair enough.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice.
I honestly wonder how people fucking know she's up here.
I guess the radio?
Yeah.
I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. Conceptualization, medium success. It looks almost as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites.
That'd be a cool idea for a role-playing system where dice grow out of the walls.
Drama, medium success. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need. How did you come to become a dice maker? Okay, I'd like to order a die. Excuse me. What do you know about the man who was lynched and behind the whirling in rags? Look, where are we anyway? What is this place? Look around the room.
I mean, all a good question, but let's...
Well, we'll ask this one first.
Yeah.
Novelty dice maker. Nothing really, I didn't know him. Inland Empire, medium success. Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. Kim. The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window. Your window looks directly into the courtyard. You're saying you didn't hear anything unusual last Sunday evening? Novelty dice maker. I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on while working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my windows. What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Kuno!
Fucking Kuno. And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window? So, do you often work Sunday nights?
I think she often
see,
works...
thank you for answers.
I mean, I'm curious about the Daily Ruckus and I want to know if she works Sunday nights.
Novelty dice maker. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. She stops to try and come up with an example. During daytime, there are usually these kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. Drama,
True.
medium success. She's heard of the murder and did not see it, sire. Novelty dice maker. She looks up at the window, pale light comes in. But I never saw anyone during the fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. Do you often work Sunday nights? Novelty dice maker. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it. And I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
This isn't your home?
You know, how the fuck do you get in here?
I don't want to sleep out windows. Well, should we find out if she never looked out the window?
I guess, yeah. Nobody dies maker. I might have, she admits. But in this case, all I could have seen would have been my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
It's true. If it's dark out and you look out from a lighted window,
it's true.
It's
it does
hard to
reflect.
see.
Anything else, officer? Where the fuck are we? Nobody dice maker. We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there. Yeah, I guess that would be the chimney, but like all the rest of this is still like a room. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay rent here, so that's a plus. That's a big plus. Inland Empire, medium success. Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. Cam, creative. The lieutenant looks around the spacious room.
It's a pretty well-constructed room
Its
if it's holding her up.
Fading into the shadows above.
I mean, honestly, that's pretty well constructed for just a random room you throw together for yourself.
I suppose, yeah. Reaction speed, medium success. When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the others' businesses. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area? Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone. I'll ask about that.
Yeah.
Nobody dice maker. More or less. She adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair. Are you interested in anyone specific? Logic, medium success. Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind. There used to be a hair salon here, right? What happened to the gym? What's with the broken windows? Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around. I found creepy mannequins. What's with the rotor blades and the skis? I found with a strange machine. A very strange machine. There was a terrifying taxidermy bear in the cellar. I found the building's intercom. It's not working. Actually, I had other questions. Weirdly, it doesn't let me ask about the one that I'm most interested in, which is the role-playing game one.
Well, let's start with the creepy mannequins.
You're gonna start with the creepy mannequins? Okay. Nobody dice maker. There used to be a fashion atelier here, whatever the fuck that is. But I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came. Insect rights activists? What in the name of... I don't know insect had any rights or activists.
Insect rights activists.
Nobody dice maker. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently, chitin is made in the Occident, where it is extracted from beetle wings.
Kinda cool.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin suppliers, which, of course, caused the price to skyrocket. And naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects, Nod. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. They got what they deserved. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the beetles, really. Nobody dies maker. Actually, insects do have brains, she corrects you. But yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far. Perception, sight, easy success. As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up, they're not moving. Anything else? Well, we could ask about the machine.
Yep.
That's the role-playing guys. Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. She closes her eyes as some remnant of the memory lights up in her face. Naturally, those two would probably have had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, she probably made dice for them.
Empathy, medium success. She liked them. Novelty dice maker. They were an interesting bunch. They talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over morale. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. What do you mean liberal? What happened? Nobody dice maker. The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. What went wrong? What happened? Nobody dice maker. Well, I did hear them talking at times. She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break. They seem to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Drama, medium success. She sounds almost mocking when she says that. From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Really? They must have been on a gigantic ego trip. Well, I'm going to give them praise, because I like that idea.
Yeah, it was a cool idea.
Probably completely impossible with their budget, but cool idea. Novelty Dice Maker, yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. They kind of are. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and show up to work on time. Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right. They should have just tried harder. They had everything they needed to succeed. I'm going to say, too bad.
Yeah?
Novelty Dice Maker, not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings. I never said I would have given them money. She tosses the pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic disc. Perception, sight, easy success. The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Ooh, natural fail.
Inland Empire, medium success. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes like snowfall.
Ooh.
Sounds nice. Anything else?
Taxidermy bear.
Taxidermy bear. Oh, the building's intercom is not working. Well, good thing we didn't try to waste our time with it, huh?
Yeah.
But let's talk about that. Novelty Dice Maker. Oh, right! She rubs her forehead. Her scarf still a little faint, has a little faint line on her dusky skin. I hope that you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. So you're telling me that you have a doorbell here? Which one? I have a few more questions about the building. Which one? Novelty Dice Maker. The one with an empty name card. It's the last on the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now, and it doesn't work yet. Alrighty, let's ask about the bear. Novelty Dice Maker. Oh boy, the fabled Rivacol Ice City. You're in for a treat here. She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian
says,
ready to tell a story. This'll be a treat.
Bear ice cream while you eat.
The place was owned by 2 guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
We shall.
Conceptualization, medium success. Indeed, what were the other ideas? What would I do without you, conceptualization? Alright, what were the other ideas? I don't care about the other ideas. I want to hear about the bear. Did the bear work? What are the other ideas? Novelty Dice Maker. There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared disturb their bored magazine browsing. She leans back, disapproving.
So it's what Freach turned into.
Reaction speed, easy success. Freak does the same thing.
What can I say? Reaction speed, we gel.
We get you. I know a girl just like that. She works in Freak as a cashier. She's not especially friendly. What do they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out for the business?
Obviously not, so let's go with the Freak
Yeah, we're going to talk about Freak Girl. Novelty Dice Maker. Employing sulky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Rivacol Ice City.
Wow.
And they already had the bear. She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful.
What about the bear?
Novelty Dice Maker. The bear, she repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. Didn't work out. Novelty Dice Maker. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Rivacol Ice City lost a price war to its rival Glacier 5000. Glacier 5000
I think it's glacé.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents apiece, out of regular fridges. Nod solemnly, it's the market doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared, like it could come alive any moment now. I killed the bear.
I killed the bear.
Novelty Dice Maker. You did what? She rolls her swivel chair an inch closer to you. Unsure whether she heard you right. I had to kill the bear to become the bear. I murdered it with my own bare hands. Bare hands!
Yeah.
I laid it to rest. It's my trophy now. I unplugged the fridge to help Rivacol Ice City cut their losses. I'm gonna say, kill the bear, become the bear. Nobody dies. I can see, she nods, eyeing you up and down. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian. Conceptualization, medium success. Sounds cool. Megatherian? What's a vision beast? Very cool, but I don't want to hear about bears anymore. Megatherian?
I like the conversation options, says Shannon Topaz.
They good.
They're pretty fun. Even when there's misspelt.
Nobody dice maker. Megatherion, she dons the dice maker a mega wild beast. What's a mega wild beast? Very cool, but shut up. What's a mega wild beast? Nobody dice maker. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly. I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I got a vision beast myself. I don't have a comment on drugs. I do the drugs. Nobody dice maker. Do you? The dice maker raises an eyebrow. Well, good luck keeping it under control. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. She seems almost sad, finishing the story. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I have been here a long time.
I feel like I want to pump it for all the information.
Honestly, yeah.
Interesting.
What about the rollerblades and skis? Nobody dice maker. They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rollerblades to skis, their chief executive.
That question.
Well, we basically figured it. Chief executive took off on a vacation before their money. She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tallulah or Tiumatri or Kashtkor or wherever he is. Tiamatri. Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. What do they say? That's illegal, running off with companies' money like that. Why hasn't he been arrested? Well, I know why not.
Yep.
What do they say? Nobody dice maker. The usual, I imagine, that he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them. Just as soon as he returns, their smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you. Kim, and like that or a curse, the man is stern. Ooh, this sounds like something personal in his life.
Yep.
Novelty dice maker. Sure, but Slipstream is all history now. All the remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
Not all of them, we found some.
We found a couple lying around. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. They're not much use now, I guess. Logic, medium success. They were just props. Why return to them? Interfacing, medium success. Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long. Well, thanks for trying. How about stuffed animals?
Yeah, I don't know.
Novelty dice maker. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
Jeez.
Those are the broken windows. Novelty dice maker. Oh, this one's a mess, she sighs. There used to be a company that promised window repair 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieus. Who would have guessed? What the fuck? Encyclopedia meaning this. What's a snuff milieu? Encyclopedia. I don't know if I should have to explain this to you, but when you succeed, you explain to me. That's how it works. You're a skill. You do stuff for me when you succeed. I don't tell you things. You tell me.
Stuff movie. I'm thinking that's what we're talking about.
Novelty dice maker. And they never clean up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. Cool, very cool about the debris. What's a snuff milieu? Shame about the windows. I'm not even going to ask about that. Oh, we'll ask. Got experience for asking. Yeah. Novelty dice maker. It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
How can that survive?
I don't know. Drama, medium... So, what?
Shaded Topaz is cackling in the background.
Medium success. Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. Kim, don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-Rosas. The lieutenant turns to you. This isn't our problem. I didn't think it was. Novelty dice maker. Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. Then she lets the thought go. What happened to the game? Novelty dice maker. It wasn't merely a gem, it was Artemitip's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youths away from drugs and crime. That worked out real well.
That was what I was thinking.
Maybe, who was Artemitip? Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. He's right, you know. What Kuno really does need is good boxing.
Yep, better to have somebody beat the snot out of him.
How did that community project work out? Judging from the kids I met so far, it didn't really work, did it? Who was Artemitip? Novelty dice maker. A kind man from Zemesk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym as his way of giving back.
Aww.
That's what Kuno needs. Boxing. Novelty dice maker. Kuno, her eyes narrow at the dim light. Who's Kuno? He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Indeed, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. Ginger gremlin. Novelty dice maker. Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. She looks out the window, her face reflecting back in the dark. I think it would take more than the gym to help that kid. Yeah, it didn't really work, did it? Novelty dice maker. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh, that explains the sand all around.
I guess. Logic, medium success. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that. Novelty dice maker. Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. That was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
And the hair salon was directly behind the curtains.
Novelty dice maker. Yes, I think it was something called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that the working class men don't like gentlest haircuts. They're scared of that word. Physical instrument, medium success. You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. Shut up, physical instrument. You don't tell me what to do. Conceptualization, medium success. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. I guess I'm a simple man and don't have any opinions on hairstyles. Well, we'll say the first one. Novelty dice maker. I guess it just wasn't the time yet. She tucks a strand of hair behind under the scarf. Okay, I got other questions now.
What about the intercom?
We already asked about the intercom. That would be asking again about the intercom.
But yeah, it looked like there was something extra to ask about it because it was still red.
Okay, I'll...
Go back into that one?
How do we go back into that one?
Yeah, I think that was the question. To go back into it.
Yep. So... Nope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
I heard this. I've got more questions about the building. Yeah, more questions about the intercom, and they're all done.
Yeah.
So
Weird.
I was right. This place. I heard this place is cursed. Did you know people called the doomed commercial area? Novelty dice maker. I've heard the stories. She nods as the wind howls from the furnace shaft above. But I don't think those stories are true. Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then? Placence is the one who sent me. She's convinced me the place is swarming with malicious energies.
She hasn't convinced you, she is just...
She's convinced, yeah. But she also convinced me. Gotta do some busting. How do you explain them? Novelty dice maker. It's just capitalism, she shrugs. We only hear tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail. And Placence sent me. Novelty dice maker. Novelty dice maker. Placence, the bookshop lady. She raises her eyebrows. I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Placence is a wise woman. She has Simone's trinkets protecting her against the curse. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes us again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet, so I am here to investigate. Novelty dice maker. Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling and Rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. Hold on, Whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. No, the Whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills.
You cough, nobody we know. Shanto Pants, she's very patient to answer, all these questions. Yeah, she is.
This is, probably the first time she's interacted with people in ages.
Or at least interacted with people in person. Sounds like she talks to them all the time on the radio. But yeah.
Someone who's not just interested in the dice.
I think it's hold on, it's part of the doomed commercial area? It looks pretty separate. But it is a commercial area.
I'll probably just say it's a separate building. Novelty dice maker. And then there's me, she sighs, looking at the messy work table. All kinds of tools lie scattered, from knives to carving flies to wire cutters. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Novelty dice and novelty dice accessories, I tell you what. Not exactly a $1 million real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because you don't pay fucking rent. There's your problem right there.
The solution, you mean?
Yeah.
Drama, medium success. Maybe it's just because she's so talented she's been able to woo the curse. Placence thinks it's because you're a source of it, the malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you, I have no doubt about it. Just doesn't care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies to this so-called curse. I'm honestly just gonna say, like, Placence thinks it's you. Novelty Dice Maker. Malignant entity. What does that even mean? The Dice Maker laughs. Some kind of sorceress. What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity? Inland Empire, medium success. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest. I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world's a puzzling place. I mean, it wasn't her.
Yeah.
It wasn't her.
Yep.
Novelty Dice Maker. Exactly. She pinches the root of her nose. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with? Drama, medium success. That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful as far as we can see. Shivers, legendary 14. Why hasn't her business failed? Yeah, well, we'll give it a go.
Yep.
Doubt I'll get it. Yeah.
Aww.
You feel nothing. I mean, it was 8% chance. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here. Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect. We'll leave it at that.
We could ask her about why she became a dice maker, because I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious.
She's begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief, the tool's sharp edge shining in the light of a desk lamp. How'd you become a dice maker? Novelty dice maker. How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of kobold. That was my first order. It grew from there. Do you like them yourself? Novelty dice maker. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players are customers. They're nice people. Empathy, medium success. She's thankful for the security they provide her. Cool. I think we can leave then.
Pity we can't order her a custom dice that only rolls 6s.
That would be useful now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if we ever need a die, we know where to go. Report back to Placence. Let's see if she believes us, huh?
You're not being haunted, there's just a woman who makes dice. Oh, torch.
Didn't I have the torch
Thank you.
on me?
You took it off.
Like, I got here without the torch.
So maybe it just re-equipped it.
Okay, can't take those boots. They look perfectly fine. Let's just move around here. Unfortunately, this didn't help us with getting the code.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
we've
have to
got
wait for that,
half
like,
of that.
super pry bar that we've been told of in Legend.
Yep, and then down that.
And down here. Through the gem.
And then once you go through here,
We can unequip the torch again.
yeah. Because, yeah, this is the hair salon area.
Yeah, you're right. That was the first one on the list. Well, let's talk to her and tell her that the case is solved. She may not believe us, but fuck her.
Yep.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus. Pause dramatically. Places. Yes. How was it? Drama, medium success. Tell her how ghastly it was. You know that's what she wants to hear. It was a charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. Honestly, a dump. Nothing to see there, just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sunshine in. I'm in no position to give out personal opinions. Okay, well, I don't know, man. This is kind of an annoying situation. I would like to drama it up and tell her that, you know, I totally solved the problem. Malignant entities handled, even though you'll still hear it.
Well, I mean, that would be in play option 1, the charnel house.
I know, but I hope that doesn't just
slay.
Let's hope that doesn't just fucking lock us into, oh, that's horrible malignant entity. Placence. I knew it, Tremor runs through her. Oh, such horrors have been thrust upon us, she shakes her head. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity? I have a few more questions about the curse. What if I want to buy a book? Your daughter's da-da-da. I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a novelty dice
We
maker.
never got her name.
Yeah, we didn't. Placence, a novelty dice maker, her eyes widen. Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some sort of sorcery? Perhaps they use ankle bones of sheep. She's not a sorceress or some kind of malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
Lighter.
I would like to. No, ma'am. I have felt her aura. She's not the one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. I guess I'll say that her aura is not to blame. Placent, she looks perplexed. I don't understand. If it's not her, where is the source of the doom?
Bear. It's the bear.
How did she
we
explain the
slayed
curse? Logic, medium success. The narrative she's built herself. It does need tearing down. Suggestion, easy success. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty's killing her. Drama, easy success. To hell with it. By chance, you ought to just lie, sire? Thank you,
There we
Drama.
go. Now we've got our lives.
She says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. She said it's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system. Lie. The source is in the taxidermist's shop. He became involved with arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down from Bonus Place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There are still leads to be followed, like that strange radio computer thing. There is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings of matinees. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna say it was a taxidermist. Places. Oh, how horrid! I knew there was something right. Something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse? Yes, I performed the ancient Semini's dispelling rites. This commercial area is doomed no more. Yeah, I despooked it. The curse is definitely gone. I'm afraid I can only identify the source, but I have to call some other experts to lift the curse. We'll say that we did it. The curse is gone now, lady. Places, of course. I trust my Semini's wards and charms to kept you safe while you performed the ancient rites. She looks at you with sudden admiration. All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course, but still. Nice XP.
Ooh, 70 XP!
That was a quest. That was a
nobleman.
fucking quest line.
Yep.
Thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement. Drama, easy success. She so badly wants this to be over, she would have believed anything.
Yeah.
Suggestion, easy success. It will only last a day or two, a week tops, then her mood will sour and she'll feel the curse again. Oh no.
God damn it, suggestion.
Kim.
Piss on the parade.
Alright then, all's well that ends well. The lieutenant turns to you. Should we return to our ordinary lives? A few more questions about the curse. What if I want to buy a book? What about your daughter?
Well, let's go on for a daughter.
Okay. Pleasant. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Yes, of course. No, she was definitely slacking off. It doesn't matter, now tell me something else. Yes. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Yes. Pleasant's great. Sorry, great. I fucked up.
You fucked
That was
up.
my mistake. And I fucked up twice in a row. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Empathy, medium success. Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store. 10, she's certainly very polite and helpful. 5, I had some interest. 1, not impressed. I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that. Pleasance, come now. It's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. Marketing. She crosses her arms. I expect an answer.
Well, the good
Very
lie.
polite and helpful. Placence. My precious! Her dedication brings joy to my heart. She's immensely satisfied with the answer. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Okay, let's change the subject.
Keeper balances smirt. It's MRT.
SMRT.
SMRT.
I mean, SMRT. So, shall we just fucking dump this on her now that we've completed the quest line?
Yeah.
Placence, she rolls her eyes. You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Depends. How much do you pay the kid? Placence, good sir. What does a young child do with money anyway?
Nothing.
No, I save it for her as a fund. I'm sure.
Oh.
She's securing her financial future out there.
Jeez. In the freezing cold.
Oh, I guess I was mistaken is the only thing we can say. Placence, indeed. Her voice is decisive and sharp as a knife. Are we done with jokes now? Kim, yes, we've had quite enough fun here, right? Lieutenant taps on his foot.
Kim doesn't like it at all.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. I mean, shall we press this or what?
Yeah, let's press it.
Placence, mind your own business, sir. Her posture becomes very rigid. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's
Really?
business.
I've heard everyone.
Logic, medium success. Denial is the way she copes with criticism. Alright, let's fuck off with this shit. Let's never talk to you again. But now we have stuff. We can unlock one of those skills for the make more money.
Shade Topaz, see you guys. I was just dropping in briefly. See
Alright,
you.
have fun.
Let's say
I would like to unlock one of these.
Yeah, because
There wasn't any other skills we desperately needed for once.
Yeah.
And then we could get the make me more money thing.
Yes, you wanted to make you more money.
I want to make me more money. Let's unlock it. 1 skill point coming up.
And indirect modes of taxation. Internalize.
Let's go do it.
Volumetric shit compressor.
Yeah. Well, I think it takes just as many skills to forget a thing.
Yep.
So we might as well, like, just get new stuff rather than forgetting anything. I doubt we're ever going to fill up that whole thing.
Yeah, probably not.
Alright, what the hell do we do now?
Okay. So we need to... Actually, I've got no clue.
Well, that's what the journal's for.
Oh, hang on. It's Tuesday today. It's
It is
nearly
Tuesday
9
today?
o'clock. Yeah.
It is nearly 9 o'clock.
Because tomorrow...
Tomorrow we have to talk to him, but,
But also tomorrow is the day that the lock will be fixed.
yeah. And it's, visit it sometime after 2100. Maybe we can try that today, but it's not even actually past 2100
It's
yet.
getting close there. It might be by the time we walk all the way
Yeah,
there.
it could be.